Hayden!
Hayden listened as Dorf wrapped up his lecture on emitters. It boiled down to setting the strength of blast impact, pointing and firing. But despite the impressive damage it wrought on vehicles and the like, it was almost impossible to kill directly with one. He doubted his team would be issued coalition weapons. The Admiral wouldn't allow armed humans on his ship. Not by choice. Once Dorf dismissed the group, the aliens went to spend their downtime, doing whatever the hell aliens did. Hayden had to work on subversion before he dug deeper into their psyches, and he had to seize this time for his team to get a leg up. Hayden paused to gather his thoughts and study the training area. There was room for a marching band to practice for a parade. The small strike force of 10 had been gathered in a tiny fraction of available space. The light blue floor had the softness of a safety foam, and it wasn't tiring to walk on. From what he'd already observed of coalition technology, Hayden was sure this room had hidden features. Maybe it could simulate other environments or serve as an emergency shelter. Instead of wasting time on further speculation, he headed to Grimm's lab, passing the security station and irises to unknown rooms in clean hallways. That was one thing Star Trek had got spot on, or rather spotless. The Vigilant was a clean ship. Varicolored walls kept it from feeling sterile and kept Hayden from getting lost in curved corridors that mitigated the vastness of the ship. Since Hayden had been the last to leave the training area, the rest of the human squad were already waiting in the research room assigned to bioengineer Grimm. Grimm had done well maintaining his poker face. It helped that he'd come in injured and then ended up drugged off his face, avoiding any potential pitfalls. But he had to be wondering about the game they were playing. Corporal Wilder, sir. Grimm gave Hayden a mock salute as he entered, offering a mordant smile with a flash of teeth. Dusting off that sense of humor, Hayden acknowledged the dig about his demotion with a wry smile before turning to Maddie. What's our situation? The Coalition may be squeamish about killing humans. Maddie looked troubled, a faint crease between her brows. But they have a wealth of information on ways to do us in. We should have a list of options for the Admiral in the morning. Excellent. Hayden checked his antique watch. Pierce, you should be in your lab. Izzy, we have an hour before we report for patrol. I'll help in the lab until then. The lovebirds left together, making Hayden smile. He could set his watch by their devotion. Once they were gone, he turned to Maddie. I didn't see what your orders were, she shrugged. I don't have any. Maybe the captain doesn't know what a chaplain does and he's giving me free rein, or he forgot. He didn't forget. Hayden thought the captain had seemed unsettled, but he couldn't read alien signals like he could a human expressions. Let's get to work.